Hello, welcome back to the channel. How are you? If you're new here, my name is Em. Today, we're going to be talking about all the books that I don't want to read because there are so many books and there are so many popular books that I just really don't want to read. And some of these are going to upset some people, and that is fine. Nobody is going to like everything, and I think that life is too short to be reading books that I don't want to read. I've also got a coffee. Starbucks are still using their Christmas cups, which I kind of like for January. However, doesn't really fit the vibe, does it, for the new year? Okay, let's just have a chat. Here are 10 popular books that I'm never ever going to read. First on the list, The Poppy War. Now, don't get me wrong, I have actually tried to read The Poppy War. R.F. Kuang is one of my favourite authors. I love Yellowface, it's in like my top 10 books of all time. However, I have tried to read The Poppy War about 5 or 6 times and never gotten past chapter 5 or 6. So that's really disappointing considering it's a 3-book series, and I did actually purchase all 3 books. I have now sold them, I have unhauled them, and maybe I'll go back to them through audiobooks sometime. I don't know. But either way, I just didn't really enjoy them. And as someone who loves R.F. Kuang, it was such a sin that I didn't enjoy them. If you did like The Poppy War though, and if it does get better after like the first like 10 chapters, can you please tell me? Because if it is worth it, I will try it again, but I just think that there are other things that I could be reading. Also on the list, we've got Hunting Adeline. I don't want to read this. I'm not a dark romance girly, and I know that the TikTok dark romance girlies love this book. It does not appeal to me at all. I think the MMC sounds really cringy, and I think the FMC sounds really whiny, and I just don't think it's for me. No offense to any of the dark romance girlies, but it's not something I'm interested in, and it seems really crap. Like, it seems not good, in my opinion, from the things that I've heard. Next on the list then, we have Sunrise on the Reaping. Now that's going to ruffle a few feathers. I was never a Hunger Games girly. I read the Hunger Games books when I was really young, but I wasn't a massive fan. And sorry, I don't want to read Sunrise on the Reaping. I have no care in the world to. There are so many other books that I want to read instead. I do not give a fuck, basically. I don't give a fuck about Hamish. Hamish? Is that what his name is? I'm assuming so. I might watch the movie though, but I didn't see the movie that's got what's her name in it? Is it Rachel? Yeah, I didn't watch the movie that's got Rachel Zegler in it, and I probably won't watch Sunrise on the Reaping either. I'm just not interested. Next on the list, Alchemized. I think it's going to be too dark for me. I actually did try to read the fanfiction, and it was too dark for me, and I was traumatized immediately. So I'd have no want or need to read Alchemized either. A lot of people are really loving it and saying it's changing their lives, but I just don't think I want to be traumatized like that. I don't think I want to put myself through it, and I think I would rather be happy. I'm already depressed enough. Like, I don't need a book to depress me more. I don't need more trauma to add to my ever-going list. This one I'm kind of like in two minds about. This one I'm very much in two minds about, but The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. It sounds good, but I just don't think it sounds good enough that I'm going to pick it up over other things on my list. I think this would be one that I'd want to maybe audiobook if I ever did pick it up, but currently have absolutely no plans to do so. Next we have Circe. I think it's Circe. I read The Song of Achilles and hated it, so I'm so sorry to anyone who loves that book. My friend Abby loves that book. And I hated it. I despised it. I thought it was really boring. I didn't understand what was going on. I just don't think I'm into like Greek stuff like that. Like I like Percy Jackson, but that's as far as I go. I just don't think like the Greek gods are for me. So that's probably why I didn't like it. But I have no plans to continue it and read any more books by that author. Madeline Miller. You are a great writer. The writing was beautiful, but I didn't enjoy the story. So I won't be picking that up. Next we have one that like a lot of people want to read, and I believe is a Netflix show, and that is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It's just not something that I necessarily want to pick up. Like, I obviously do love a murder book as the next person, but I prefer cozy crime like The Thursday Murder Club rather than whatever this series is. The same way that, is it The Disappearance of Rachel Price or The Reappearance of Rachel Price? I'll put the picture here. I won't want to read that either. That's just like a bonus one that's not on this list, but now that I think about it, I don't want to read that either. Tessa Bailey. Mostly It Happened One Summer, but Tessa Bailey in general, I've tried multiple times. I can't get into her books. I can see why people love them, but I find her characters really obnoxious. I might try window shopping, because I think it's a Christmas book. There's just so many other things I want to read. Tessa Bailey is not one of them. I have enough romance authors under my belt between Elsie Silver, Lila Sage, Paisley Hope. I love a cowboy romance, as you can tell. But also like Emily Henry. I just don't think I need another romance author to add to the list. Especially now that we've also got like Autumn Woods and Elle Kennedy are now like some of my top authors. Me and Tessa Bailey and also Lucy Score, we've never clicked. We'll probably never click. This might ruffle a few feathers. This book, How to Lose Time More. Again, I've just heard so many things and so many people say they love this book, but it's just not something I'm interested in. And I could probably not tell you a single plot point of this book or what this book is about, but I just know that it's not for me and it's not a romantasy, so that's probably why. Sometimes you just gotta stick to the things that you know, and that is absolutely okay. However, my fiance Alex would probably love this book. So if he ever decides to read it once he finishes uni, or if I ever buy it for him, maybe I'll pick it up or have a wee look at it. But at the moment, I have absolutely no desire to pick this book up. Every time I see the cover though, I think it's beautiful and I think, wow, that book would look so pretty on my bookshelves. However, I couldn't tell you a single thing about what it's about and I don't want to read it. So that would be pretty pointless to buy that. And lastly then, we've got Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I read all the Magnolia Parks books in 2025. And they were not great. The last one was, well, not the last one, like the second Daisy Yates one's probably the best in the whole series, and all of them are like 2-star apart from that. Apart from maybe Daisy Yates, the second one, which is like 3-star. I also don't support Jessa Hastings. I think that she's not a very nice human being, and I think that she is not holding any accountability for anything that she's done. And I have no desire, no matter how much the Jessa Hastings girlies say this book is so good. I also don't trust you because Magnolia Parks was a flop. Sorry. And if you like Jessa Hastings or you like those books, like that's on you. Like you do you, babe, because you read what makes you happy. Those books did not make me happy. They made me depressed. They made me sad. And they made me wish that I had not purchased them and also that I didn't waste all that time reading them. Like that's 5 books that I could have read other things and filled my 2025 wrap up with other things that I actually wanted to read, or things that could have been 5 stars. So I'll not be reading any more Jessa Hastings books because I just don't think she's for me, and also I don't like who she is as a person. There we are. That's all we have. This has been a really short video this week because I am just working on some other little things on the side. We have a lot going on in the podcast at the moment, and if you would like to have a look at the podcast, we are still doing our SJM series, but we have other things going on as well. I'll leave a link to everything down below. Please also check out my other links. Come say hi to me on Instagram. We have a lot more fun over there. But thank you so much for watching. Have a really lovely week. Let me know if there are any popular books that you really just don't want to read, or let me know if there are any popular books that you don't recommend reading as well. I would love to know. And I hope that you have a lovely week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!